y'all guys doing today? I got y'all messages for today. Hey, hold on, y'all. Let me see what's going on with this little camera. I want to lift y'all up just a little bit because I want y'all to see the full table. This camera is my other camera, so in order for y'all to see everybody, I gotta take y'all up a little bit. Um, y'all missing a whole lot. Y'all missing a whole lot. At this point, y'all looking like I'm missing a whole lot. I don't know. Mm, maybe. I don't know, y'all. We'll see what y'all can see. But let's get started. I'm at Sean Light 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other readings and the messages as well. Take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all guys doing today? I got your messages for today. Listen, you guys, I am sitting here looking at the table. Somebody took a lot of willpower. 1616 here, energy, when it comes to, so you want to be a badass, right? So you want to be a badass. And this is the spiritual AF deck. So you want to be a badass. Show your heart to everyone. So they wanted to show their heart to everyone that they tried to prove a point with the 1616 with a willpower that they didn't love you. Well, well, well. Reckless love, started having sex with other people. Message of concern saying that now they're sitting here waiting. When it comes to beware of someone from your past wanting to end back into your life. When it comes to play the odds. All right, let's get into this message, okay? You guys, let's get into this message. My camera look like it is blurry, y'all. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hold on, I gotta get something to clean my mirror, man. I gotta get something to clean out there going camera lens. It look too blurry. Y'all can't even see nothing. How come y'all was gonna let me do that to y'all? How y'all gonna let me do that to y'all? Sorry, y'all. I gotta wipe y'all eyes. Y'all must got tears in your eyes or something. Y'all must got some tears in your eyes or something. Let me wipe your eyes. When it comes to the fate's turn. Mm, mm. I got puzzled going the other way with complex. A player took a player hand and went back to something or someone or a lifestyle or an experience that already was short lived already. When it came to a love affair. Bam! I called that shit right out when it came to stop that reckless sex. Somebody that left intimacy, a mutual respect, some kind of unity and closeness that they had with somebody, they crossed that shit out. Boom. And now they suffering in silence with a certain when they went over to the third party. Whoever they're in the third party with, because they followed their dream when it was pipe dream that was. A pipe dream. Travel here. Right there. Experiencing new things. But see, see. Back when they wanted to be a badass. See, these streets ain't never changed. These is the same streets they went back to. Reality streets. You know what I mean? That's where they went back to. Back to where the suffering and silence down. They smiling and fake smiling and make because they for the streets when it comes to this shit here. It says when you think someone's waving at you, so you wave back, but then realize they were waving at the person behind you. Yeah, not you, because this person's for the streets. Okay, see you waving this motherfucker goodbye. Let me see what one motherfucker. So move out the way, pretty much. Basically, that's what that said to me. Like, you know what I mean? Waving at the motherfucker behind you. So move out the way. You know what I mean? Whoever's in the way or thinking that they think you waving at them, move out the way, cause I'm waving at the bitch behind you. You know what I mean? So, hey, so and so, that's you ignoring somebody on the side, something like that. When you think no one can hear you, rip a loud one. So somebody farting, that's a fart shit right there. That shit. Like, that's a motherfucker letting gas off right there. That's somebody letting out some letting off some gas because of a major regret. That's it. That's a concern right there to me. Come into the message, y'all. Come into the message when it comes to these reality streets. Come to the reality streets. It says that, you know what I mean? Look, motherfuckers took a gamble. All because they thought that their lives was going to carry them. Because they kept secrets with some of these people in the street. Mm-hmm. We kept it with Gordon. They kept it with whoever worked the store owner. Bert was there. Bert and Ernie stood there and watched. You know what I mean? And all the kids saw it when it came to being toxic, and they thought they wasn't being toxic. When it says no second chances. Six of Pentacles said shit. They thought they was balancing the shit. Look at this shit. They thought they was balancing these reality streets when it came to reckless sex and thought you wasn't going to find out about it. The magician that they was pulling all kinds of strings when it comes to the lack of clarity. They didn't know you knew. They didn't know what you knew. Mm-hmm. When it comes to manipulation, they just was manipulating the situation, thought they was getting over. Thought you was falling for the illusions when it came to the fantasy. You know what I mean? Pulling strings when it came to the money. You know what I mean? Dangling this pendulum in front of you. Thinking like, oh, if it falls this way or that way or this way or that way with the pendulum. Well, see, the pendulum fell in your favor, though. They didn't know that. Even though they thought they was playing you with the reality. Reality was, they saw you through the veil, really. Because when they sing, somebody wanted to be a badass. That says, so you wanted to be a badass, right? So you thought you was a badass. So you thought you was getting over, right? But then over here it says when you go to a Halloween party as Hawk and people keep asking you to keep saying they love your Shrek costume. You fucking org-looking bitch. You can't recognize if you look like the Hawk or a Shrek. The people at the party can't even recognize who the fuck you is. Man. Like, you the Hawk, but the motherfucker's calling you Shrek. You org-looking bitch. The face you make when people sing happy birthday to you. Shock. Like, damn, it's my birthday? The bitch, you don't even know what day it is, though. Because if the people are singing happy birthday to you and you at the Hawk party, Halloween now, we in October now. It look like you all dates look like they all misconstrued. Look like you done messed up timelines. Look like somebody's definitely not where they need to be when I be on these timelines. Then I got somebody submerged with the powerhouse of pros. See, this was deeply submerged with the submarine here. You, what it say? Up your game. What it say? Up your game. The fix. Great personal style. Hashtag embrace the mess. Because, see, this is emotional. See, when I come in here and you don't know who the fuck you is, wait, you came into the party. Now, let's look back when we went to those other, when you asked Spider-Man, could you borrow his motherfucking outfit? And how that turned out. Remember? You wanted to spin webs with entanglements. Right? And see, now that they got all in these entanglements, right? Remember? You had, what's Shrek's motherfucking girlfriend name? Fiona? Shit. Ain't his girlfriend Fiona? Well, now, you and Fiona is hooked together because you ain't the Hawk no man with Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner ain't got no bits. Not that we knew of. Now, the Hawk? No, wait. Bruce Banner had a wife. But the Hawk ain't got no motherfucker. Who gonna hang out with the fucking Hawk? Now, that's like the motherfucker that's crashing out. He done turned green on your ass, bust out his fucking clothes, and now he at the party, crashed out. Now, that's what that told me now, because he here at the party with Hawk clothes on. And everybody at the party is saying how much they love his costume, because he looked like, they love your Shrek costume. Now, you tell me how confused we is in this day in the neighborhood of the reality streets of this person. Oh, you back now? Oh, you got some more money? Let's use you until you ain't got no more again. Let's do the same thing since you so stupid to keep repeating cycles. Going down the same thing. You still love that girl you was with last time? Oh yeah, I was just with her the other day. She did this. She got me killed. She did making up lies for the girl. Well, why you keep going back with the girl if you keep if that girl's doing all these things to you? Because it's not the reality. That's the false narrative that they want people in the streets to believe. Look, these streets have been brought to you today by what? The letter D for dumb and the number 0 for the behavior, for the fool. The leap of faith that they took for these streets. Look, crummy day. Come on. That's what it says on this page. It's a crummy day. Crummy day, smog skies, charcoal gray on my way past where the bullies meet is where a way to avoid reality streets. Now they going back to where motherfuckers is bullying them, where motherfuckers is, you know what I mean? Shit, fast life, fast pace. Motherfuckers don't really like you. They your frenemies. They some motherfuckers that you thought was somebody that you wanted to hang out with. And see, once you crossed them before, now they're going to come back double cross you twice this time. Because you never learned the lesson. When it comes to a crummy day. Now, they ain't telling me you having a good day. They told me you having a crummy motherfucking day in these reality streets. Since you went back to motherfuckers that you thought you was putting over another person. See, because see, when it comes to miserable, because that's what that said, the miserable belongs to the streets. Everyone gets a turn. All the stuck-up girls. This is a gypsy energy when it comes to outsmarting the city. When they thought they was outsmarting you, when they thought they went to another city, to the nearest city, to another place. When they was in Sodom and Gomorrah, they thought that was a hit city. But till God said, guess what? You turn your ass back around and go back to Sodom and Gomorrah, and I guarantee you I'll turn you into a pillar of salt. Bam. Now, you went back to something that I told you not to go to? See, hard-headedness, may it be literal, figurative, or metaphorically speaking to you, right? In the realms. You could take the skies. You might not believe in God. You might be an atheist to fucking religion, right? But the signs and synchronicities will show you, maybe you missed the fucking number that came out, 222. Maybe you woke up this morning and it was 333 or 444 or it was 3, but let's say it wasn't even, you didn't even remember at the time, right? Say you won't remember, right? That's because you chose to forget, right? You chose to be absent-minded to that. Look, it's synchronicity. Somebody showed you it. Like, look, the time came and went, basically, is what time says. I came and went. Regardless to you acknowledging me or not, I came and went. Okay? Time waits for no fucking body. You can sit there and act like I didn't come by. But I came at my regular time. 222, 111, 333, 555, 66. It ain't going to come at 666 because we don't have a 666. We got a 659, but we don't have a 66. We got a 66 when it comes to time. You off the timeline now. You reflected back to some reflection that you need to reflect on your own. With Mirror here. Mirror says that you regret, the major regret is here when it comes to the concern. Somebody looking up at the sky like, oh, fucking God, what could I fucking possibly get next? That's it. What's next is next is next is next. Right now when it comes to when somebody who stinks at telling stories get the group's attention. So whoever the group's attention that they was going for, looking for, asking for attention from, now they looking at the sky like, because now they looking at them. Okay, well, you said you didn't want that bitch, but you sitting here looking at the sky, wondering what you did wrong. We can't understand. I thought you said that bitch was for the streets. I thought you said she was making you miserable. I thought you said she was giving you a crummy day in these reality streets. No, that wasn't true. Not at all. It was none of the above. But these people now are certainly seeing it because they're saying now that's a concern. Like, wait a minute, motherfucker. You got all this and all that, and you still crying over the bitch you want? Yep. Why? Because I made a mistake. And I lied to all of you about the mistake. She wasn't the mistake. I was. Booyah, the bomb drops. See, because now with the deep traction here, right? With the deep traction, there's the submarine. This is what's deeply submerged that you can't see. And then all of the things behind what they've done to cover up. This was the cover up. See, when it went deep, that's what they was covering up in the crummy street. Now that could be sex in a good time with a third party. It could be a new creation, meaning a new baby on the rise, or they had got somebody pregnant. That could mean it could also mean a spiritual STD where they engaged with somebody and either contracted some demon, spiritual demon, or a reality demon like a disease, a STD, like VD, bitch, like you know what I mean, like chlamydia, gonorrhea, or motherfucking AIDS type shit. I mean, that's a disease, and that's called a dis-ease when it comes to a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? When you pick up something from someone else. All right? Now, let's stop right there because I got to turn the fan around because it got hot in here because the devil's work is being done. Hold on, y'all. Speed around. Hold on. All right, then I'm going to get me something to drink. Now, let's think about the insight of this message that's coming in because I got the jet coming in. It's flying tight. That's coming in here when it comes to the universal basics. Income got a lot more practical when it comes to that. Love that. So when they was going things that was jetting off to this, jet lag from that, speeding off to this, getting high off that, right? High off the thrill. That's what the jet shows me. That was that they thought that was trending. That was the trendsetter for me when it comes into when you think someone is waving at you. They thought the motherfucking jet was waving. Somebody was trying to flag them down because they thought they was trending in this situation. But little did they know. I don't know if you guys can see in the corner because of how the cars are set up today. You know what I mean? I don't know how y'all can see. I know y'all see her, but I'll set her over to hit the flying plane coming in. When it comes to live your best life, yeah. That's when they thought you was going to be like, oh, I got this money. I'm going to chase after you because you got the money. But little do you know, I keep telling you, I don't know if I told you in yesterday's message, the day before message. Look, all money ain't good money. You can chase a person down for a thrill, right? Especially with somebody else on a fast track. You know what I mean? Chasing thrills. You know what I mean? Getting high on their own supply, and you know what I mean? Crashing and burning bridges with people in places and things. You know what I mean? They crashed out before, so they didn't think they was gonna get a come up another time. So now here they are back to show off again, not knowing you made enemies the last time. You made frenemies. We already was frenemies, but now we really gonna be frenemies. See, really gonna take a turn for the worse because see, now you went back to the thing that we thought we was holding you against, right? You went back and she threw you away. She don't even want you now. So now we already know you damaged goods now, right? So when it comes to the message of concern, see, you shouldn't have never went back to the same place twice. See, only thing that returns to the same, a serial killer will go back to the same place. He will return to the scene of a crime. Just because he want to see, oh, y'all bitches ain't caught on to me yet? He want to know well, did I not leave enough clues? Bitch. See, that's what a psycho or what you call that? Psycho mind or the psychopathic thoughts or what they call them, intrusive thoughts. Look, why the fuck did they ain't come and check? I killed Jane here not Jane or Jane. Well, they used Jane Doe and John Doe. You know what I mean? I left that person here in this shallow grave with the picture of the shallow grave there because this person is digging a shallow grave for themselves. What was meant for you, though? This is the shallow grave that they was building for you because, see, they wanted to be a badass and they had willpower to do it with no facts. Okay, that's what it says here. No facts. Never has facts and makes shit up. And they lie. Well, lies came out here when it came to keeping secrets. That was already her. That was the man before. And that was the inside scoop. That's what they just told me when it came to the crummiest days. See, right now, they live in the crummiest days right now. Let's get back into it. I didn't even get no daggone water. Hold on. I ain't getting back into it. Let me pull some more cards. The Spirit is walking this morning, y'all. I don't know if y'all with him or not, but he walking your ass this morning. I ain't gonna be here too long, y'all. I got some things to do this morning. Hopefully, I'm gonna get to this nutritionist today, and she gonna give us some nutritional insight or whatever she gonna do. So this is where the sun. Remember, I told you it was the greatest days, and so the sun will come out to me on our Annie Day now, right? We was an orphan. Somebody took us in now. Y'all know who the third party is. Tried to pick them up, giving them these, what's that, victim mentality or whatever it's called. Whatever they was using, whatever they was doing, you know what I mean, at the time, right? At the time. Hey, y'all. Who we got? Mark A. What's up, Mark A? I see you. Then we got the wings. You didn't need them things to fly in the first place. Because at the end of the day, you saw through it. Why would I need the wings if I already know it's time to go? Do I need to flap my wings and go now? I'm a butterfly. What's that thing Muhammad Ali say? What does it say? Hold on. Something like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Well, you're going to have to do that in this situation too. See, because you, with the wings here, when it came to, you never needed those wings to fly. See, here's with the jet here, that was that shit there. I don't know how miserable this person thought they told everybody you was making them. Ain't that a bitch? Now, they sitting up here with no facts. Listening to these third parties, these groupies, whoever these people was, that this person was selling this dream to, when it comes to the face you make while people are singing happy birthday to you, in shock when you realize it ain't your damn birthday. Like, why the fuck is y'all singing me happy birthday? And my birthday is in February. What the hell? See, reason why I say it's in February is because I got this basket of hearts up here. Because this is my Valentine's deck right here. My love. That was that reason why I say my birthday was in February. And that could be the third party's birthday. What you gonna do for my birthday? What you gonna do for my birthday? Somebody's still worrying about their birthday. What you gonna get me for my birthday? What you did for my birthday? Why you ruined my birthday? Something about Halloween party that came and crashed out as the hog. Somebody's birthday. I don't know. Somebody gotta have a birthday. Somebody's birthday gonna be crashed. Somebody's still watching you though. So I can just tell you that. They might have went to somebody else's birthday and crashed their birthday, but unlimited access to some third party when it comes to a Playboy. I see that too. Yep, somebody with a big butt on Saturday when it comes to a Playboy. Cozying up with a person, place, or thing. Unlimited access. Somebody they can come back and forth with and shimmy and shake with that bitch. Somebody that could be a Capricorn when it comes to these ships and sailings and bonfires and grace times and something about worrying about your future. And somebody thought that they was the GOAT and now they feel like they got to relax. Something about December 22nd and January 20th. Something about everything is unfolding exactly as it should this week. And you will be on the right page. You'll be in the right place at the right time to take advantage of the major opportunities. An elder is feeling neglected. Take time this weekend to show them how much you mean to their family. So somebody that got some money right here is out here spending time with a furious bitch on the inside when it comes to Ursula, okay, with somebody's princess. Let me see what this is. Talk about it here. Somebody that should be getting their ass away from it, but somebody went back to a subject. Let's go. Out here. I'll take it in a minute. I'll take it now. Hold on. I'll take that message now. Hold on. All right, let me talk to this message. Talk to the message and say what's this scoop when it comes to the Ursula and when it comes to the Capricorn. Who is this? Someone who stinks at telling stories gets the group's attention. So somebody, a groupie, somebody's got it's wolf in sheep's clothing. Who is this? Ursula. Who is this Ursula? Who's fleeing? Somebody's what does this say? Somebody's friends in a benefit. Somebody getting paid to have sex, and somebody that's on the lay low is calling. I'll call somebody on the lay low. I'll call you soon. She's on to us. So I still have time to make things right. Somebody that walked away from you with no facts. I don't feel deserving to be happy. So I told you when it came to this person and they were singing happy birthday to this person, like, damn, it's my birthday? Nah, it ain't your birthday, but because it's a defeat. When it comes in reverse like this, it's a defeat. It came up right with the Ten of Swords, but it's still a defeat of happiness. They got what they wanted, but they lost out in something else. Like, when it comes to, I'm still trying to figure you out. See, like, you complex this person like a motherfucker with puzzled here. Puzzled is confusing this person. When it comes to the counterfeit liar, this is a motherfucker that was already wearing a mask and counterfeit and running scams from the start. They was never putting the work in from the start. If you thought this person was, because this was a dirty offer. Somebody offered Snow White the poison apple, right? Right? The witch offered her this poison apple and put her to sleep, right? So when it came to cock blocking, they thought they was going to make you blinded to a subject that they was, you know what I mean, not the one, okay? But the Joker's wild. This love is meant to be blinding you with the truth that love bombing you or trauma bonding you or hoovering you or gaslighting you or when it comes to cock blocking. I mean, because like let's make sense of cock blocking. Like cock blocking, it says that the person wanted you to be unbothered by the things that they were doing with the third party, but that was also getting under somebody's skin what they were doing with the third party, because that says reckless sex. And it says in the reverse, it says they consistently convince people that they are this and that, but they are nothing with it in reverse. They are not what they say. This is a mask. They said it's counterfeit. It says that this is a cock blocker. This person is blocking blessings and shit like that. When it comes to you have greatly impacted my life in reverse, but they won't want you to know that though. When I said it was over, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about or what I was even thinking when they told you to get the fuck out their life. They didn't know when this card comes in with the 9 of Swords again. See, because 10 said that they defeated themselves because they talked themselves out of this relationship, as far as I'm concerned, when it says they walked away. I don't want you. I don't want to be with you. At that point, when they told you they didn't want you, shit, they didn't know what they was thinking to tell you that, because that was farthest from the truth. They just wanted you out of their face probably at that moment, but it stuck too long. Like say they went off and chased thrills for months or years, and now they think they can come back and rekindle I mean, it's possible, but with Magician here, I think it's only a trick. Ursula here, somebody's furious. They got somebody mad in the background that they still in love with you and can't offer to the relationship here with. I need time alone to heal my wounds and figure out my life. So now they over here with Ursula trying to figure out their life with her, because they're not going to be alone, because they can't take validation and say, because if that was the case, they would have sat through it, right? Because in order for you to get through heartbreak and pain, you got to sit through it to get through it, right? You forgive me, I have never felt this way before. I do not know how to act. So I act out of impulse. I act out of anger. I act out of fuck you. I'm going to go fuck anybody, get with this person, even if tomorrow morning I wake up and can't stand that motherfucker or that man or woman, because I'm doing it to make you jealous. I'm doing it to get a rise out of you, only to make myself, with the mess here. I told you with the submarine was still submerged, because each time they go and do these things to get back at you, look. Forgive me, I have never felt this way before. I told you, this is, but you're so good before and after. Them going or staying. Because right now they can't deal with, like, you complex this person to, like, an all-time high. Because if they're crashing out as the Hulk, the people at the party thinks they're Shrek and Fiona. Like, what the fuck? I thought you wanted Fiona. I thought you wanted Fiona. I thought that was your twin. I thought that was your woman, that Fiona girl. No, obviously not if Hulk crashing out. Because Bruce Banner know he got a wife. Somebody, some kind of contract. Somebody else that he's in love with, that he ain't in love with Fiona. He ain't in love with whoever he's shaking down here with that's for the streets. Now who is this? 8 of Pentacles. Somebody that's up in the air, that they paid work with. That's how up the relationship is up in there. That's a hot air balloon. 3 of Pentacles. Somebody that's in a contract of supposed love. But they say they needed, that's where they needed time to heal their wounds and figure out their life. 5 of Cups. Now, shit, they crying over what you. They crying over losses. 5 of Cups, that's the loss of, that's crying over what I lost. 5 of Cups, now they crying over what they lost. Let me find my magnifying glass say. To my Valentine. What I tell you? Valentine, you is their heart. You is their love. You is. So I got 365. Somebody's number might be 563 or 356 or something like that. 356. Somebody's number could be 856. Somebody's number could be 385 or 685. 85 36. Shit. 38 56. Somebody's number might be that. 2 of Pentacles. They love you. You is what they juggling. The love with you and a third party, Fiona, whoever the hell they dressed up as Shrek as at the party. See, because this is the party they told me they here. When you go to the Halloween party as Hulk, they went in as Hulk. Let me see. Let me see if I can find Hulk today. Where Hulk at? Hulk, where you at? Let's get a clear picture of what Hulk came in here doing. Let me see, y'all. I might put Hulk ass back. Hulk was showing his ass. And he got with Hulk. Y'all. I don't got no Hulk out here, y'all. I don't even think I got Hulk out here. I don't see no Hulk, y'all. Hulk must not be wanting to show his face because he ain't Hulk. I ain't got no Shrek because he ain't Hulk. That's why. Hold on. Let me see, y'all. Maybe I found one. Nope. That's so crazy, y'all. I ain't lying to you. I told y'all I never can go through my cards and figure out, like, find a card to give you. Because they still doing this shit with the spring smooth girl. They out here still smoothing it out with a vixen or some kind of hoe witch or some kind of trick girl. Some girl that's out here trying to fake flex on somebody. Only for her to get her heart broken. Oh well, that's your problem. Somebody that's in a steamy romance with somebody. That's it. I can't find Hulk. I told you. Oh wait, here he is. He in a conflict. No, that's the conflict. 555. That's the conflict. That's the only Hulk I got. Nope, I got another Hulk. I'm finding Hulk. Wait. Hulk. There's Spider-Man and Hulk. Remember, he put on Spider-Man's outfit. I told you he was out here changing other people's outfits before. He did this a long time ago. See, this is who he was cozying up with on Saturday as the Playboy. I told you, I never really, somebody with a big mouth, somebody talking all their business, telling a lot of shit. Who's that? I'm listening, Spirit. Keep going. Somebody that's the power, you. You is the power when it comes to, they think they know you. Somebody think they know you. Somebody think they is. Somebody need a translator out here about who they think they know. They don't think they know you. Somebody better watch their goddamn self when it comes to the thief in the night, day or night. Somebody out here out and about. They better chill. Out here flashing money, lots of it. Big banks take little banks out this bitch. Somebody out here gonna be a setup person. Out here crashing out with Dennis Rodman and Frankenstein here over a vixen. Somebody that the regular at the worst nightclub in Maya Stitch, Connecticut. Somebody still out here spending money, big banks, big money. Take big. I keep wanting to hear. I keep wanting to hear that. I don't know if the show was called Pressure Luck, and it was like big bucks, and it was like no whammy. Stop. And then when they give you this little thing, this little thing would pop up when you got a whammy and wipe all your money away. I don't know about that, but that might resonate with somebody, because somebody out here is putting on a major show and shit is roller coaster out of control. Grip tight to the shit now, because we got a jumper out here when it comes to don't do it, it's not worth it. So somebody out here crashing out when it comes to the Hulk. Okay, and it's mummied up though. You might not see them crashing out, but they gonna crash really out. I'm telling you. Somebody ain't really waiting for this person to crash out. They ain't seen crash out till they see this person crash out and they realize they're not getting you back. They ain't seen a motherfucker crash out. They ain't seen a person crash out when they see a person see you in a relationship with somebody else. They ain't seen. It's all fun and games. Everybody laughing and love and shit now. But when that person gets a whiff that you in a relationship with somebody else, with how they wanted you to forgive them for the shit they did, but I can tell you one thing's for sure, two things for certain. This person can't take what they dished out. I can tell you that right now. Right now, when it comes to, I'm emotional. Oh, I'm envious of you and your lifestyle and your success and your joy. This person has really wanted to be a part of that with you. But since you painted the sun back into your life when they made gray skies and everything was a crummy day in your life, when it came to the reality of it, back into your sky. So now that you got sunshine and bright skies, like, your light is irritating their demons, because they thought they was keeping you in a, you know what I mean, a dark space. So the karmic keeps me in a bad mood, because they keep them in a bad mood because they wanted the shit to get under your skin, but it ain't getting under your skin, and it's getting under their skin. So everything's falling apart. Of course it's falling apart, because it backfired. It's not If you got the magician out here trying to use magic, like men and use another bitch to get you mad, to come toward them or chase them, to be like, oh, you don't want me, because this is what the flea is all about. That's what the Netflix and chill with the third party friends and benefits was all about. Busted, she's on to us. Oh, she found out I'm in a third party. She found out all the third parties I've been with. She found out that while I was gone, I was being promiscuous. She found out doormat. I was using her. I was walking over her. She found out all new podcasts. Now it's all new news now. I'm being exposed with the podcast here, Netflix and chill, of all the things that I did with the obsessed. Now I'm obsessed with her. Now that I can't have her like I couldn't have her before, so I was reckless then, and I'm gonna be reckless now. And all she did was shake me off, and I can't stand the rejection when it comes to tell her. Did not wake up like this, right where you left me. Shake it off, Taylor Swift. But I was already looking good when you was with me. You couldn't see my beauty when you was with me. Now that you done been on chasing thrills and all that shit wasn't fair, it was all fantasies and illusions. Now I look so much better to you in the light with my son. Remember Mr. Sun? Son, Mr. Sun, won't you bring out the sun? What was that, Barney? Now we gotta go back to Romper Room with 11 here. It's the sun. So you painted that back. You said it didn't. I did not wake up like this. Netflix and chill. Well, I thought you woke up like this. I thought you was a wolf in sheep's clothing. I thought you woke up like this. Beyonce said, I woke up like this. I woke up like this. But no, you had to put yourself together. You had to put one foot inside of your drawers and pull them bitches up each and every day and do this shit over and over and over until you with practice. Until you didn't need the wings to fly. You know what I mean? Before you had the spirit to help you drag your ass along. Come on, drag your ass to the shower. Come on, drag your ass and brush your teeth. Come on, drag your ass and do this. Because that was how they did it. But then, when you didn't need those wings to fly anymore, they thought you was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like, damn, I thought you was wearing a wolf's costume all the time. Nope, I was never wearing a costume at all. When you see me doing that shit, what did they tell you about the footprints in the sand? When you didn't see but one set of footprints, that was because what? I was carrying you, bitch. Didn't you realize that? No, they did not, that you was being carried by the spirit. They didn't know. They didn't know that when you got behind clothes and got behind that, you didn't know how you had to pray to get back up the next day. You didn't know. They did not know. What's that song about, Mary Mary? You got to pray in the middle of it. And when it's the God in me, right? Ain't that the song? I forget, but that's the song I heard. I kept hearing in the middle of it. But that wasn't the song that brought me there. The song that brought me there is when they didn't know they had the God that you served in you when it came to Mary Mary. It's the God in me. Because when you got to get behind your closed doors and how you got to get there and pray to get back up tomorrow. And the angels say, well, we got to get this morning again. I can't get back up. Well, you can't give up either. So what you gonna do? Well, you're gonna have to give me wings to fly. And that's exactly when you realize that you didn't need those wings to fly. Well, I guess I gotta get up and fly on my own. Right? With the wolf and sheep's clothing. They didn't know you could do that though. See? Look at that. They didn't know. They didn't know you needed those wings. Not at all. So they out here fake flexing, giving bitches money to good times, thrills, faking rich, flossing money, acting fancy, and showing off. And I told you they was out here doing that shit. And the translator says, survey said, right. No, it's going to be a feud. So in the end, they're just wasting time. Survey said, crashing out. And that was the top survey on the board, crashing out over you. Right, when it comes to the jet, because they thought they was trending at this point. Okay, on the broke ass, and they gonna trend out until they're broke, and then they want to come back, knowing that you don't need those wings to fly anymore. You're not broken. You're healing, and through the spirit you are healing, and you are healed. Okay, in the name of Jesus. Okay, on the emptiness, they wanted you to be empty though. Okay, they wanted you to be empty and penniless and unable to be abundant in wealth and prosperity or anything to bring you joy. They didn't expect you to be able to transmute your power and to your peace and to your joy. They wasn't expecting it. We're healing thyself. Come on now. They didn't know you can use nature and heal thyself. They did not know that. Shit, they didn't know a day at the beach could serve so much, remove so much negative toxins just by being the atmosphere of it, under spells on earth. That was the most magical spell you could break by getting into the nature, grounding with the trees, drinking your ass some moringa. I don't even know if that's they say that's a tree plant, so I don't know. That's some shit you might want to get into to research it. I don't know. Heal thyself though. Heal thyself with self-care. Put yourself first. If somebody else is putting somebody else above you, choose you at that point and pull your peace and power back. Because you don't know how important that is when somebody no longer serves you. Speak clearly. We make those up. So when we don't speak clearly about the things that we want in our time and our space, guess what? Other people will take advantage of it. Manipulate your time. You know what I mean? Gaslight you for your time. You know what I mean? Hoover you. Make sure that all the things that you do is only revolved around them. Okay? And when it comes to your needs are never being met. Okay? When it comes to either push to the limits or become complacent in your comfort zone. So either you stay comfortable with being used as a doormat, because that's here too. So, or you put yourself first, learn your self-worth. And once you see your worth and value, that person that went off to the third party, cheated, left, whatever, that's chasing whatever that'll never be, when they come back, you won't even have that same outlook for them anymore. That outlook for them is over. Let's see. See, dancing. They dancing with the devil here. While you dancing with the spirit. Spirit is each and every day guiding you through. Listen, I know it's hard, but some days you might need your wings again. Some days the struggle might be realer than others. Excuse me, the dance for the object. The objective. The objective is the shiny object for the person. It could be eye candy. Especially when you got somebody out here fake flexing. It could be eye candy. Some bitch out here popping up pussy with a short dress on, making motherfuckers think that they into them, and they really not. With the comic kids here, sitting the last 7 days or 7 days coming for it's a bitch here. I miss you regardless of how things seem. The power from within with vital performance. The way they put this shit up for you to see, and the contents of these pages is not what you see. It's not what you see is not what you're gonna get here with the comic and the wolves and the shepherd. Come on. The wolf and God. The God in you and the wolf in sheep's clothing in them. Remember what's that show? What's the cartoon? When what's his name? Wild E. Coyote was trying to catch him catch him a sheep, and that what's that sheepdog? They clock in at the same time in the morning. He would be like, morning time, morning George. Like, so the wolf got his job to do in the morning, and the shepherd dog got his thing to do. So his thing is to look over the pasture all day and to see this wolf in sheep's clothing try to steal one of the sheep, right? So that's why with the lost boy out here, they couldn't steal you from a chosen one, a divine being her. They couldn't choose. They couldn't steal you with forever chasing tomorrow. That's why they over here traded you with the trade here. This dude with the red hair trade the comic. That's who they traded you for. The comic. 7 days, some kind of police activity, something that with guard here, because I'm gonna say that blocked up something that got to do with the police blocks them here. With a lost boy, on the ridiculously comfortable, trying to steal you. And guess who is ridiculously comfortable with being the sheep, the one that watches over the sheep? So that spirit is on their ass, if that's what that tells me with the contents here. They can keep it fucking around and finding out if they want to. With a major impact here. Somebody was majorly impacted in January, the beginning of the year. The latest buzz. This has been going on for a while. Being faithful made them turn around and they all broke up about not being able to come back to you too. They took a trip back down memory lane with the new wave and the feel of the new wave. Somebody from Mexico. Something about the Riviera. I don't know. Somebody that was an activist and instant expert about y'all relationship, some bitch in the background, inspirational, motivation, and celebration. Oh, I'm glad you ain't with that bitch. You back now, baby. I missed you. I was wondering when we was gonna get back together. Somebody from January, somebody that they was playing Diddy style with, or the Bacon in the Band, or somebody they was drinking Ciroc with and partying it up and going to the bar and Legends, something that they thought Legends was gonna continue. Somebody that's a hoe when it comes to the spring smooth adventure under Where's Waldo. They done traveled to some other place with one pots. Somebody that smoked pot, somebody that they think got it that can do it in the bed, or somebody on Saturday, somebody after walking around with you, they done made a detour from you. Now the Nirvana is here with the flamboyant. Somebody is changed here. Something about shame. They wish they never did the shit again. Something about going some thrill with some party girl, some hoe witch, or somebody that left somebody that's strong here. Somebody in the back here, sitting here spiraling with silhouettes or something that they toilet, or somebody that shitted over something. Here I'm just using drugs as an escape. So somebody that left ordinary, an ordinary family, an ordinary relationship for something that's triangulated, something that's got conflict in it, somebody that told the truth and they didn't listen, or some kind of creative endeavor with a party girl, it's 9 of Cups, somebody that was only after their money and their abundance and they ain't gonna be gone because this bitch is miserable. Misery loves company with the Ten of Swords, somebody's deception her, King of Coins, until they broke, they're gonna be in their life. The 3 of Cups, some kind of contract they're gonna run through, and they don't know what the future holds. Where everything is falling apart here, they don't see it yet. But how did I move forward? How did I move forward, or how did you move forward from them? Because they was fake flexing and no type. They was going around with anybody and anything. Okay, and it says I'm still looking for a sign from you that you still care. Well, even if you showed them that you care, they would take that as a sign of weakness and still be doing third parties. It wouldn't be a sign that like it's solid. It ain't gonna be solid for you and them, and it's not gonna be solid. Cause see, with the formations, the structures, and solid foundations, right behind that is still separation and long, and that's crossing. Because they still got hot passions for faking and inflection and no type of a third party. This masculine is distorted here. They think they are still conceited. Somebody thinks they still look good, not knowing. You know what I mean? Their third eye clarity is blocked, and their memories of love. And see, when it came to intimacy, they didn't want that with you. They didn't want to love you. They blocked the love that you have. They acted you out for the third party. So, because they figured that was the easiest path. You know what I mean? The simplest way. But little did they know that wasn't the simplest way. You know what I mean? That was actually the harder road. You know what I mean? But they had to learn that. And they won't learn that until, you know what I mean? Not yet. Not yet. I gotta get something to drink while I am thirsty. Thirsty. Some water and a little bit of Alright, let's get back into this message. And then I'm gonna let you guys go. Okay. So, when it comes to clinging and being in a comfort zone, this person's got clarity that they've been clinging to the wrong thing. Venus, the thing that was really offering love to them, they blocked it out. Somebody that had come some kind of family dynamic, some other person family, and they wish they didn't do that. Now with wish here, wish fulfillment, they thought that was because they know that now the chemistry they had with you was soulmates. Not just twin flames, but soulmates. Oh gosh, this person is driving me. This person is driving me. It's a concern though. I gotta tell you, it's a concern because they've got partnerships here. A partnership with a third party that they don't want to be in. It's love and hate. Under once you have decided to walk the path of partnership, you must put the relationship first. And somebody that belongs to the street ain't putting no relationship first. Somebody that when you hear what it say, when you think no one is when you think no one can hear you, you rip a loud one. Somebody farts some shit. When it comes to being some shitty mess they got themselves into, so you fart and it's a shart. Like you shit on yourself. Now what? Stuck. Right. Now you stuck shitty. Right. You may be stuck because you are overly attached to a method. Actualizations. You will achieve your full potential by virtue of your creativity and your honest pursuit of truth. So their truth is that they ain't really living in their truth. They're living in a lie, a fantasy, or a delusion. They're not the swans. They're separated. Something is in between them. Like the two dove swans can't even come together because they're being blocked by something in the middle here. Talk about it. Of actualizations. What's the stuff? Some trust. Somebody got trust issues. They can't trust you. You can't trust them. And if you can't trust them, then, I mean, trust that you were born creative. You are a creative being and have never stopped being one. Your creativity is what's irritating them. And you trusted your intuition from the divine on when to walk away and when to fold them. When to hold them and when to fold them here. Okay, when you hold them, yeah, Grant was wished to hear. You listen to that divine because this person was never going to be. What it says, being content to know perfection is a distant utopia, a utopian goal to which we journey but never arrive. So when it comes to wanting perfection, like we all want perfection, but guess what? Like we're perfectly all imperfect. You know what I mean? So let's see what the wish is. What's the trust? What's the stuck? Tell me about the stuck. Either push to the limit or complacent in your comfort zone. So somebody got too comfortable with third parties and now they stuck being with third parties. You inspire me to be my best version of an obsessed lover, dangerously toxic, unhealthy possessiveness, and karmic. So they want to be with all karmics now. You inspire them to be their best version of a hoe. Okay, come on now. Talk about 6 of Wands. That's their victory, shallow victories. Because they don't want to be hurt and going to get hurt every time. Mm-hmm. Lack of self-love. Okay, don't love themselves when it comes to this obsessive lover. Remember, remember an awakening. You are awakening this person's real truth for why they don't love themselves. They don't see the self-love in themselves. They got trust issues, stuck, fear of a rejection, fear you don't want them, fear they ain't good enough. Talk about it. 10. Talk about unhealthy connections, unhealthy addictions with unhealthiness here. That's what they got blocked here. They feel like they got unhealthy attachments to different things, people, places, and things that you have no idea about with this obsession here. Insecurities about you finding out about the shit that they do that you don't know nothing about. Yeah. Yep, victimhood. Play the victim. Oh, it wasn't me, it was them. I told you motherfuckers quick to play the victim. When they get caught, you call them out on a situational circle. Oh, it wasn't me. Projection. They'll blame the, I didn't know. It was somebody else. That's what a victim does. That's the fucking partnership in this situation. Go ahead. I'm listening, Spirit. Go ahead. Remembering the awakening. What was the awakening? How they lied. Go ahead. Judgment, yep, and how they judge, how spirit is judging them for the lies that they told and secrets that they kept. Go ahead. Anything else, Spirit? You inspire them to be my best version of a liar, a cheater, and a manipulator. Unhealed abandonment wounds about who he hurt them in the beginning, like their mama, their daddy, or grandpapa, or uncle, or somebody from the beginning did something to this person in the early stages of life. What turn? Unworthy for your love. This person don't love God's self-worth. That's what the thing is. And this is the hall of protection. This person around their heart, they don't want to love nobody, and they won't love nobody. Believes that everyone betrays everyone, so they don't believe in love. So they just think people are sources of love to use you, manipulate you, and not be really. So I could say it like this: somebody could be married to you for 10, 15, 20, 30 years and never even truly love you. Never truly loves you because they're there because they're using you. They've gaslit you for the last 15, 30, 40 years, and you fell for it for the last 15, 30, 40 years. You fell for the fucking wall of protection around their heart. Maybe somebody in their past hurt them, and then they're going to manipulate you for the whole years. And now, for like, a narcissist does not have any empathy about you or anything about you here when it comes to the reality. That's a wish. Like, they wish you would never wake up to. So if you stayed for 40 years, 30 years, whatever the fuck, how long you stayed with a motherfucker that was manipulating you and never wanted you to see the truth, then believing in your abilities as a magic maker to manifest your wishes, you will be soon see the reality. Hey, you'll soon see the reality. That's what the card says. They will soon be your reality. So you'll live your truth out, and people will see it, and you'll be like, "Bam, Beth, did you see how Billy was gaslighting you for the?" Well, now I'm starting to see it. I didn't see it before. Well, he's been distant, but I didn't take that as he didn't want me. Well, he told, how many times has he told you? Well, he told me every night I was a bitch and a fucking hoe and a cunt every other day. But I think that was his love language. I thought he loved me. Wish granted, now you see, bitch, it ain't the truth. Okay, under that shit, under the hall of protection around their heart. Talk about it here under the reckless love and sex. Talk about it. They might not be having sex with somebody, but then again, they just so cold and distant that they just might as well be having sex with another motherfucker. It says they the way they treat you. You know what I mean? With communion. Communion is like, so communion would be like first Sunday, right? In these cars, that would be like first Sunday. But in this situation here, as you see, there's a couple sitting on a bench in the park. So this is a situation where this is park. This is laxy daisy. Like, this person is really lazy in love when it comes to you. Like, they're not really putting, like, they might guilt trip you here with a lot of shit here. See, manipulators don't always, they come all shapes and sizes. And then when they're a manipulator and a snake, like, that shit get way more complicated. Then they mimicking you, and then ain't what it seems. Like, all that shit is the same. You know what I mean to me? When I see the shit on the cards, I know the motherfucker is all that shit is the same to me. Say they want a second chance. Somebody in this area, they don't want you to go. They know they ain't treating you right, but they don't want nobody else to be in love with you. They don't want nobody to love you right, is what it says with gratitude. They know the qualities of you, and they just don't want to see nobody. They ain't happy with you, but they don't want to see nobody else happy with you either. On reckless love. That's how they want to wreck your love. So wreck your love life. Wreck you in love. Like, that type of shit. Going on the 6 of Wands. So we got the Queen. You know this is you now knowing your work with partnership. You know you need a person that's going to love you unconditionally, reciprocity, back and forth, open and receive real love and not that stagnant love. Okay, when it comes to the wildflowers. See, somebody else might like to go with the flowers that grow in the garden. Like, see them little buttercups in your yard? They might want to go fuck with the ragweeds and all that shit in the yard. Them little fucking, what's them little wishy things? That's all still, even though they're cute and all that shit, I used to blow them when I was a kid. But see, that was what Spirit is showing me as is the comment. Nothing grow out on, even though even though it grows wild, right? Like, those are wildflowers. They come up every season, right? So those women is always going to be out there. You know what I mean? Them buttercups is always going to be out there. Them motherfucking wishy little fucking things with wish granted here. Them wishy little things is always going to be out there. Wish you thought, or wish you, like, when you out here wishing, like, those are the wishes going to be the pissy wishes. Like, since they pissed on a good thing, now those wishes out there on them little wishy weeds, because that ain't nothing but little dander and shit. Them little weeds that come up in the yard. Yeah, those are the wishes that they gonna get. Like, empty wishes. You know what I mean? Type shit. Under the wildflower. Like, you thought that you was gonna get something good and something like that. Nah. I mean, you could try it, but Somebody got to clean up somebody else's mess, or somebody wanted them to clean up somebody else's mess when it comes to nurture. They want somebody else to nurture them like a little boy. Hold my hand, cross the street with me, help me walk. Like somebody acting like they can't really do nothing on their own. But when it comes to them, like their own chasing on their own addictions and shit with a box of rain, when them cloudy days come for them, they want you to be there as their, you know what I mean? Like as their umbrella. But when it comes to them holding the umbrella to you, I mean, they'll comfort you. Say it like this. I gotta say it like this because I got a comment in my inbox. This is not to speak nobody's name though. Her person, place, or thing. She was heading for surgery, a hysterectomy. The person that she was with told her, "I don't want you to get a surgery, okay? If it was life threatening for her and she needed the surgery, I'm not going to be there to support you." Ooh, get rid of that SOB right now, right? But when you've been there 10, 30, 40 years, and they've been manipulated 10, 30, 40 years, and you on your sick bed, and the current time with this box of rain, when it rains, it storms. You know what I mean? When it rains, it pours, right? Type shit. With home, you know what I mean? Now your home is crossing. Now somebody else is trying to cross into your life. Here, gratitude. Be careful, y'all. There is an obsessed lover here. Some neighbor is not enthused about you. No, that's what it said. The neighbor is not enthused about you. That's what the card said. The neighbor is not enthused about you. With a hater. It's just the hater deck. It says, a neighbor is not enthused about you. Hater exposed. Remote viewing. Looking into your life. Some close friend is holding a grudge against you here. Some ex-lover could be too. Somebody is sick with vomit here. They fumbled you. Somebody. I don't know who. They should have thought about that when they was going around being with a third party. They can't get mad now, can they? They can't get mad now, can we? Can't get mad now, can we? Eight of Pentacles, walk, paid work. Five of Swords. Somebody is split. Saturn returns. Somebody goes back to somebody and plays house with a third party in their head about a third party that with the moon halfway in and halfway out. Say there's a half moon. This person is telling half truth to somebody. Nine of Cups said somebody was happy in a relationship with you, but they was inspired by something else. That's crossing. Four of Pentacles. Some holding on though. They still holding on to you. If they walked away again or is in a situation with Chase Girl Scouts era, this obsessed lover with dangerous and toxic and possessiveness and karmic third party. So they still celebrating with the third party. They went out with a third party, King of Torches. And they in a comfort zone with a third party. I'm listening. Princess of Pentacles. Somebody taking them for some money too. Son, that's the truth. Three of Coats. Some kind of cult. These people is from a cult. Who is these third parties? Somebody's from a cult. Somebody could be in a cult. Somebody could be a hoe witch or a witch. Somebody could be doing a warlock. Because somebody could be a tantric sex to keep somebody, to keep them involved or keep the situation going. But somebody they put in the spotlight. Somebody that's fake flexing with a somebody. Hit the floor, don't want you to know. Somebody not a beast. Somebody thought that there's an island in their head, thought you was gonna stay there and be always consumed with whoever they with. Oh yes. So Eight of Beasts, Eight of Wands, Nine of beasts, nine of wands. They thought you was always gonna have a place in your head or have an island in their head, and now they crying that you don't. Okay, now that you don't. What the fuck is that? Nine of swords. Yeah, that's like defeat, like wounded, like nightmares that you don't fucking call or chase them down, or they sick over with vomit. Yeah, they was doing this shit. They was stirring the motherfucking toxicity to make you fucking to make. See, this is what they was stirring. They was hoping that shit. See, they was peeking to see how that shit was making you feel when they was putting the toxicity on, putting third parties. They was thinking like they was like stirring that shit and stirring in that shit, knowing that you how you felt in your head about them. They was poking you, let other people poke shit at you. Like other people, you know, have cutting words to say about you. Interfere. All while he was dressed as Shrek with Fiona. That is the morning ritual of an energy in a cup. Tell me the reality of this. What's up about this? When you're sleeping at your friend's house and have to sleep on the floor. So when you come up from underwater, and huge snot falls out of your nose. So something is still submerged, and this is ugly crying snot. Like that's that kind of crying that they slip around. So when you sleep at someone else's house and you have to sleep on the floor, so now it's all on the floor now. All the shit, all the dirty laundry. You know how when you separating clothes and you put the shit on the floor, like they slept at somebody's house, and maybe somebody else is at somebody's house having a sleepover. But the sleeping on the floor, like the shit is out the bag. Like you got a picture of this person sleeping on the floor at somebody else's house. I do, so that might resonate with me. I did. I had a picture of my ex when we was together at somebody else's house on their floor, and they told me that they was there to charge their motherfucking phone. Yeah, they was charging their phone, all right, but nevertheless, we let them charge their phone, didn't we? We let them do exactly what they rather do, and we ain't with them today. Like, yup. Queen Bee sitting there knowing her worth when it comes to a person causing you negativity is an earth sign. And every time I told you a Capricorn carries tremendous energy too. So they don't have to be a Capricorn. You know what I mean? They could be any sign. Black, obsidian, energy vampires out here too. When it comes to you will witness their karma. Definitely you will witness their karma when it comes to an obsessed lover. Like they gonna see you go shining with another motherfucker, and that's you letting them see their karma. When it comes to this person that's causing you a negative energy is a fire sign here too. Somebody is a fake spiritualist. Some hoe out here thinks she's some kind of occultist. Somebody could do Wiccan. Somebody could do some witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo, whatever that shit is. It's backfiring on you, bitch. You ain't as strong as this person in this energy. They got lineage people in the background that's shit. So 10 toes out this bitch. I don't know what you done. Well, I don't know what you been told. It ain't the butterfly, bitch. It's the Tootsie Roll. Or it ain't the Tootsie Roll, bitch. It's the butterfly. Bitch, because we got a transformation happening. Yeah, when it comes to let go and cooperation, uncooperative somebody is in this energy. When it comes to a partnership, or they was uncooperative with you when it came to protecting your feelings, or they didn't protect their feelings, and they was getting in lusty situations with third parties when it comes to the feelings of an awakening heart. So now they feel like they love you when it comes to a Leo. And sensation of pleasures. When it comes to these dirty loads here and getting this for the entire purchase, it was split. And it wasn't the end. It didn't do the job. They didn't do the job that they said. It didn't clean like it said it was. It wasn't clean. When it comes to the truth behind the illusion, it was a dirty offer. It wasn't as clean as they said. This load didn't come clean. This and get this, they got something, but it didn't get clean. No. So somebody had to step out, or you stepped off, or they stepped out of the relationship, or was stepping into reckless relationships with other people. Let's talk about this recklessness under cooperative or uncooperative, or let go. What? is what, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way. So something standing in the beliefs of your beauty. They didn't know how beautiful you was, and I could just tell you that they didn't know. They did not know, baby girl. Who is fake spirituals out this motherfucker? What they want? Somebody out here learning a karmic lesson. I could tell you that when it comes to a romantic cycle and a romantic lesson. Like, they believe that somebody was better than you. They had somebody better put in, but when it really came down to it, that person was never better than you at all. And this person knows it. And this person wish they never went into that season. They wish they never went into that situation because now they lost something really major here, and really sitting somewhere. Even if they sitting with a third party, they're suffering in silence from the past shit that they did to you, and knowing that you've healed with self care here, they are regretting. That's why they're sitting there looking like that. When it comes to the avoidance, the stalemate, this is a person that's avoiding, dismissive. They really dismiss and downplayed the relationship here. When it comes to a decision, they didn't want to make the decision. They couldn't make the decision. They chose not to make the decision. They chose to make that decision, the reckless decision. and and that was what cost y'all relationship. When it came to debt, tears y'all, but the debt was a karmic debt. With a karmic people, karmic relationships, when it comes to their thoughts of how intrusive they was, how they was out to, their determination to hurt you in an evil, foul way. Somebody could have got pregnant, lied to them and told them that they was having their baby and it wasn't. When it comes to these thoughts, they wanted to break you guys up. When it came to this fake spiritualist, she might have lied to this person and told them that she was having their baby. And this person believed them until it wasn't. Yeah, or they could have had a love child with this person or said they had a child with them. Very intrusive thoughts here when it comes to a fake spiritualist on the Nine of Swords. This person has very promiscuous. This person has bad credibility here when it comes to unemployed. This person was looking for a come up when it comes to the first storm here of karma, drama, ending, loss, and a meltdown. And this is also breakdown of a relationship because they wanted to chase something else. Something caused confusion here. Now it's caused to be blocked here. What they thought she was going to always have this island for them. And it's like blocked now. No spam, no calls, no texts here. And not even a marriage here. Like, this is not solid anymore. Yeah, this is a love-hate when it came to the storm. This person created so much tension between you and them that it's too late. The cycle is over. And when it comes to missing you, it's kind of like you turned your back. They mad now, and like they feel like the relationship is trash. Like it's no healing relationship. This person is heartbroken over it. There's things being shown while how they're in their feelings with emotions. This person is crashing out as the psycho. This is closing this chapter in this situation that won't be very open with letting go. Somebody out here is a hustling. Somebody don't want to be rejected, but they are. Somebody's true colors has been shown. Somebody's phony here. I heard saw phony and goodbye. Somebody is happily single and they don't want you to be. It's news that this person could be coming back, but they feel like they trapped. What they're doing is sleeping and losing sleep. Trying to watch you from fake. Oh, shit. Somebody wants to get this message. So they don't want you to know this message. Here, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. They don't want you to know. I gotta move that. Because they don't want you to know this. And I don't want them to mess my cards up. I don't want them tearing my table up. I don't. So I had to move quick. And somebody might have to move quick here when it comes to somebody's emotions. They might lay on their emotion sticks. You see how they tried to wet my table up? And they don't want me to tell you this though. They definitely don't want me to tell you this. They want to wet up the table. They want to wet up the subject because they are emotional. They're definitely very emotional about something between you and them. You see how they wetting up my table and cards? And see how they wetting up my table and cards? Mm-mm. I gotta tell you, they are not happy about the emotions that the people, places, and things that they chose over you. They're emotional, very emotional over it. And I gotta tell you, to a point of crying. Like, they really are, like, you see how they wet my table up? Even though that's water, I still don't want to wet my cards up. Mm-mm. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, somebody might be drinking a coke. They might be doing a lot of promiscuous things to cope right now. Because of the death, it was their way or the highway, and they didn't want, and they fell into a trap here. It could be a lusty trap. It could be the hotels and a good time with different people, places, and things. They could be fake flexing, making people think they're in a loving relationship with them, and it's not. It's like, you know what I mean? This person is only for a good time. It's no strings attached here. It says this why I'm being called my love again. Luna, how y'all doing, y'all? I appreciate y'all stopping in. I really do. Thank you for being here, y'all. Somebody, like I said, coping just went by. Coping, and see, they coping with you being told with your spiritual gifts. They was trapped already, but they coping with like the choice that they made with you being a queen bee and still loving you and still going with somebody else with drinking and knowing that you that third party, but they chose the karmic over you because they ran back to a thrill, somebody that they might have a family with that you didn't know when it came to a love message, somebody that they left for months, maybe a year. They might be have somebody about to have a baby or had one behind the scenes that you didn't know about. Somebody got a secret relationship with somebody that you don't know about. Somebody that they going to repack to rekindle some kind of claim, some kind of relationship, something. Somebody that's going to hurt their heart. Okay, partnership. Somebody that ain't love worthy. Somebody that's playing a victim. Somebody that went to somebody thinking that they was going to kick your back in about their relationship with you. Somebody that's faking pregnant. Okay. Somebody that got pregnant. Okay. For this person. Just to get you mad. Not knowing you don't care. How about that? How about that she don't care, dummy? You and your fucking whoever you got. Tell them that she don't care. She don't care. And hopefully, they stupid. They stupid. Let them, y'all. Like, don't play these retards no more. These all motherfuckers is slow. They all slow. They swore they was getting under your damn skin, though. I gotta tell you. Tell them motherfuckers to try it again, Sam. Try it again. Because it ain't worked this time, next time, or any other time. It ain't gonna work. It ain't working. It ain't probably never will. They wanted it to, though, real bad. Tell them to try it again. Say it ain't working. It ain't won't. And it ain't. It ain't. It ain't gonna. Like, the shit ain't gonna work. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not now, not never. Not never. Mm-mm. See, they played you. They tried to play you with a fucking. Mm-mm. And guess what? They played their damn self with rejected. Now, I gotta say, I'm gonna catch you guys later so I can clean my table off. Namaste, you guys, and have a good day. 117 is what I saw.